Today we shall see achievement test. We shall see what is an achievement test, the types of achievement test, and the advantages of an achievement test. Now, achievement test is an instrument designed to measure the accomplishment of a student, maybe after a specified area of learning or a period of instruction. That means a teacher, after teaching the students a particular content or for a period of time, maybe for a week or a month or 3 months or whatever maybe, she conducts an achievement test to test how much the students have understood the subject matter, the content. That means maybe a unit test, a slip test, or a monthly test, or a quarterly or half-yearly or annual exam. All these can be considered as achievement tests. So it becomes an important tool of evaluation. So this also helps the teacher to know how far the pupils have attained in a particular subject area. So with that, the teacher will be able to assess whether the student has understood the subject matter in a proper way. What are the types of achievement tests? Achievement tests can be teacher-made achievement tests or standardized achievement tests. Standardized achievement tests are used as tool in data collection in the research. Teacher-made achievement tests can be oral tests and written tests. Now, written test can also be called as paper and pencil test. What is oral test? Oral test is the form of asking questions or testing the students orally. That is, it helps the students to increase their mental skills, especially their speed, accuracy, and habit formation. For example, in mathematics, the teacher can ask the students about the table, about the formulae, about how to solve a problem or a theorem, all these things. But it helps the students to increase their speed and accuracy. The advantages of oral tests are the flexibility in posing questions. The teacher can ask questions. How did you arrive at this conclusion? What is the formula for this? And any question and clarification can be asked so that the student gets the thorough knowledge of the subject. It also enables the teacher to evaluate how the student has understood, how he knows to synthesize, integrate, analyze, and organize the materials. It is also a very good tool for the diagnosis of people's difficulties. In the oral test, by asking questions, the teacher will come to know which part of the content the student finds it difficult to understand. Now, written test. Written tests are of 3 types. Long answer or essay type, short answers type, and objective type. Now we shall see what is long answer or essay type. It is relatively free written response to a situation or to a problem, but it helps in the functioning of the pupil's mental power as they have to write the answer. For example, state and prove Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem can be described by a student in his own way as he has observed the subject matter in his own mental power, how much he has. So, this increases the creativity of the student and it helps the student to increase his own free way of writing the subject matter. Now, what are the advantages of a essay type test? Essay type test, it helps higher mental processes like application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, formulating hypothesis, and problem solving. That is, these can be easily tested. How do we say that? In an essay type of long big question, there a formula should be written, it should be applied, the analysis part should be there, synthesis should be there, how evaluating is there. So the whole problem solving is there in an essay type. But it develops also creative ability, as I told already. It is a free way of one's own creative ability of the student to write the answer. Also, the teacher can also understand what is the personality of the student by the way the student writes the test. In a way, the teacher would understand whether he has understood the concept or he has on his own, he has just bluffed. But here, the chances of copying are very minimal. These are the advantages of essay type. What are the limitations of essay type test? It lacks objectivity and reliability because a person can write in his own free way, not even write the real matter in the essay type question. Also, the limited sampling of the content. In a unit, the large questions or the essay type questions would be less. So, the student can leave 2 or 3 questions and study. And there is also problem of rote memorization. Without understanding the matter, certain times the students can just memorize the concept. It's also, there is already I said, there is a danger of bluffing. Also, difficulty of scoring. The students, if they make mistake in the first or second step in a problem, they will lose the whole afterwards, nothing will be correct. So the student would lose the mark for the whole that essay type. Also, selective learning. As I said, the students will be selecting 1 or 2 questions and they would leave few questions. Short answer type test. That is the second type. This maybe the answer can be in less than 4 steps. That is short answer type. What are the advantages? It can be easily related to the objectives because it is a focused question. For example, define something or give an example of certain problem, or a short problem can be solved. What is a plus b the whole squared? How do we expand it? All these things, know how to derive it. Like small sums can be given for short answer type. It calls for more specific response because the student cannot bluff, cannot freely written the test. It has to be well focused. Here the scoring is very reliable and objective because the answer should be very short and well focused. These enable the student to select relevant information and present it in a concise form. So when a question is asked, the students cannot write a long 1 page or 2 pages. They have to minimize themselves or confine themselves in few sentences, few steps, so that it becomes a short answer type. The third type is objective type question test. Objective type test is either you choose, there will be 4 or 5 answers would be given. You choose one answer from that, or that should be given, blank should be given, you have to fill up the blank, or it should be given just, you will be asked 1 word question, 1 word answer should be asked. These are all objective type. Here, only the particular answer the student has to write. So, what are the advantages? The advantages of this objective type of sampling is better coverage of a total content. That means, unless you study the whole matter, the student cannot answer the objective type question. Because if he leaves a portion, if the questions come from there, the students will get low mark. And reliability and objectivity of scoring. Scoring also, the professors or the teachers, whomever corrects the paper, they have to give yes or no, whether the answer is right or no. So, there is no way it can be wrong, the correction can be wrong. Ease of scoring, that can be a key especially for this objective type question, and easily the teacher can correct the responses. And objective based items, each item in objective type test is designed to assess one particular specific objective, because it is each objective will have one specific objective and that will be fulfilled. Diagnostic value is there because easy to identify pupils' weakness in a particular course content. Wherever the people find it difficult, they will not have studied and they will not get the marks. So easy for a teacher to understand. So dear students, today we have seen what is an achievement test, the types of achievement test as teacher-made achievement test and standardized achievement test. In teacher-made achievement test, we have seen the types, that is oral test and written test. In written test, we have seen the 3 types of written tests, that is essay type test and short answer type as well as objective type test. Now with all that, we have also seen the advantages of them all. So thank you dear students. We shall see in the next session. Thank you.